Backward ever. Backward ever. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What we have here today is a communique that we developed as the youth wing of Labour Party after our 2024 annual meeting and workshop. As a youth wing of the party, one of the outcome of today's engagement is that the youth wing of this party have decided to lead a reconciliatory activity among the party members. This we shall do by visiting all the 36 states of the country plus FCT. Where the papa has failed, where the mama has failed, the children of the house will now start the reconciliation of the party. And the youth wing of this party have also pronounced a vote of confidence on the national chairman in the person of Barrister Julius Abure, who truly and clearly have led the party on the path of progress. And his leadership, among many other things he achieved, led us to having a powerful outing in 2023 presidential election. And as youth wing of the party, we are demanding that the federal government, as a matter of urgency, send an executive bill to National Assembly to legalize beavers and electronic transmission of election results. Because the Nigerian youth are preparing for another election in 2027. And we do not intend to go into that election without electronic transmission of vote being legalized. We don't want to hear again INEC telling us that there is a technical glitch. We have been trying to identify the meaning of technical glitch, and as a youth wing of Labour Party, we have not been able to unravel and understand the meaning of technical glitch. Therefore, we are demanding that the government of the day that says that they love the youth, that they say they want to empower the youth, the first empowerment that the Nigerian youth under the Labour Party is demanding is that an executive bill for the legalization of beavers and electronic transmission of election results be sent to the National Assembly as a matter of urgency. We also demand that Mr. President should reverse some of the policies that is practically have affected the well-being of Nigerian youth. Of course, many of them can no longer go to school because their parents can no longer afford their school fees. Many of them can no longer eat because their parents cannot afford food. We are now demanding that Mr. President, that says that he loves Nigerian youth, should, as a matter of urgency, reverse some of those policies that have caused pain to Nigerian youth. Some of those policies that practically, like the electricity bill, like the fuel increase, like even the transportation increase. We do not want the president to concentrate on building a coastal road. We want the president to concentrate. So many of our members, those that came from Kebbi, those that came from Adamawa, those that came from Borno, have complained that Nigerian roads are bad. We do not want coastal road. We want all our road, existing road, to be put to order so that Nigerian youth can freely move by the road again. We do not have money to fly like they fly every day, but we can access our road and travel by the roads. Therefore, we want the president that says that he loves Nigerian youth to, as a matter of urgency, put on hold that coastal road and rehabilitate all the roads across the country. Also, in recent time, especially during the 1st October speech, Mr. President pronounced a youth conference. And this is November ending. We've not had anything about youth conference again. We are demanding that Mr. President should give us a template of what is required to have a very successful youth conference. Because Nigerian youth are waiting to air their views, to submit memorandum, to submit their opinion in terms of governance, in terms of leadership, in terms of administration of this country. And we are also demanding, as a matter of urgency, that whatever may be the decision arriving from that conference must be put to what? It must be put to implementation. We don't want it to be like the Orational report that took so many years before implementation. We don't want it to be like the 2014 confab and all the conferences that have been held in Nigeria. We want it to be implemented because retirement is not only for civil servants. Retirement age must also reflect on politicians. We do not want politicians not to have a retirement age. We want politicians to also have a retirement age. Everywhere in the world, it is the youth that decide the direction of policy. We want it to happen in Nigeria. And the president is saying that he's a youth-friendly. We want him to also submit an executive bill to National Assembly that will put a retirement age on Nigerian politicians. Somebody at 70 should be reading newspapers at home, not leading us as a president, as a governor, as a National Assembly member. I, Prince Kennedy Chigozie Hanotu, on behalf of the youth wing of Labour Party, have decided to make these demands and projections as a decision arising from this 2024 Labour Party youth annual youth meeting. Thank you and God bless you.
Yes.
President that want to make initiative that will affect the country has a right to even sign an order. As a president and a commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the president has a right to sign an order. There's what we call an executive order to implement some policies. And also, the president can submit a bill for Electoral Act amendment. Because if you look at that Electoral Act, there is no way you will hold INEC responsible for not uploading the election results on real time. And that was why, if you look at the tribunals after the presidential election, the court ruled, not recognizing the demands of various political parties, that there were technical glitches which were not supposed to be used to judge all the political parties. Like my party, the Labour Party, if not for the technical glitch, we won the 2023 presidential election. And I will say it anywhere, any day, anytime, that Labour Party with Mr. Peter Obi won 2023 presidential election. But history is we have it. But because that provision were not made in INEC, in the Electoral Act 2022, to make it a binding act on INEC to transmit that result on real time. That transmission is a guideline that INEC gave. It's not well posited in the Electoral Act. So we want the president to submit a bill, since he said he loved democracy, and as a product of democracy, he should submit a bill and make sure he enforces it the way he enforced so many things, like the national anthem he enforced. We want him to enforce it and make it fly in the National Assembly. And let us have a standing act. Look at South Africa. Look at US election. There were real-time transmission of election results. And these are people we are emulating. Can't we say that 2027, there will be real-time transmission of election results in Nigeria? This is the demand of Nigerian youth. Thank you. 60. The same way the civil servants, who are even the most productive arm of every nation, you say they should retire at 60. But you that sit on our treasury, you that sit on our commonwealth, doesn't have a retirement age. So if the federal civil service law says that retirement age is 70, or it says it's 60 or 65, it's not up to 70, I think it's 60 or 65. If that law says it's 65, whether you're a politician or you are a director or you're a PAMSECO Every aspect of our nation must respect that retirement act. You can't, we have young people, is a young man in France that is the president at the age of 40. In Senegal currently, we have a president that is just turning 40. Are they not a sovereign country like Nigeria? Why is it that they will give birth to us and they would say that we are the future of the nation? At 30, we are not worthy to be commissioners. At 40, we cannot be House of Rep members. At 50, we cannot be governors. Who says so? This